I've been camped here for a week, and it's been great. Beautiful mountain silhouettes, perfect weather, nice and quiet. But I'm all out of water. So today I'm heading into town, Quartzsite, and I'm going to dump my trash, fill my water, do some laundry, take a shower, go to the grocery store, and then I'm going to camp with my friend. And in this video, I'm going to be meeting up with some YouTubers, and I hope you enjoy it. Dump my trash. Place is busy today. They have weird hours. It's Sunday through Wednesday, and they close at 2:30. Today's Sunday. I filled my water tank. It's super convenient here in town to fill your water. You pay, but it's cheap. It's 10 cents a gallon. And that was the main thing I needed. I could have stuck around at camp for a few more days, but I was down to 1 gallon of water. So now I'm heading to the laundromat. I'm gonna do a load of laundry and take a shower. Even though I can shower in my van, which is what I did a few days ago, it uses a lot of water, and since I'm gonna be at the laundromat, I might as well just go ahead and, you know. Alright, I got a load of laundry in. I got 30 minutes, so I'm heading to the grocery store. I just took a shower too. I'm feeling fresh. Alright, I went to Coyote, and I'll admit I didn't get much. I really need to go up to Parker and just go to Walmart and Safeway, but chores are done. I'm heading to camp. Box van party. Look at that sunset. Another perfect evening. You know, Quartzsite's a very bikeable town because it's small and it's flat. This is pretty good. And they have this bike trail here. I just printed off my Arizona State Trust Land Recreational Permit at the library. It's $15 for a year. And that allows me to camp on Arizona State Trust Land. There are like limitations, like how much you can do that, but just to give me more options, I think it was worth the $15, you know. I think I'm just gonna get me a fountain drink or something and then head back to camp. But yeah, I needed some exercise, so this is, and the weather's perfect, so it's not windy or nothing. All right, so I've been biking around town, just checking the place out. Quartzsite's way better on a bicycle. You see like a lot more. I went to the swap meet, that was cool. And then I saw a sign for this. This is the Great Tree of Arizona. And apparently it's 1,010 years old. Dated in 2009. So this is like apparently like one of the oldest trees in Arizona. It's remarkable. Pretty cool. Just the random stuff you wouldn't even really notice if you were driving around, but yeah, look at that thing. And it gets up to like 120 here in the summer, so that's impressive. Blue Van Dan. Look at this old thing. There's Parrot Guy. That dude rules. Alright, so it's actually about a week and a half later. I've been just hanging out over here. It's with Brian, Adventure Van Man. And I just rode my bike into town to get my mail. And it's my DC to DC charger replacement. So I'm gonna install that. And I ran into Bob Wells at the Chevron. I bought him a drink. And I'm actually gonna be heading up to Lake Havasu here the day after tomorrow. I have a vet appointment for these two on Tuesday, so I'm gonna be heading up there and finish filming my Christmas special. But today I'm going to install my DC to DC charger. So it's kind of tricky getting this thing in and out. You see, I got it down here is where I installed it. I've got 4 gauge coming off the engine, off the main battery for the van. Then I have my trigger wire. This runs up to a switch on my dash. These are fused under hood, and then over here I have the wires going to my main battery in the back. So I just took off the positive here from the fuse. So that's still hot right there. So I got to be real careful when I put that in so I don't ground it out on anything. Same with under hood. It's even harder under the hood to hook that wire up to the fuse under there because I have a AC condenser line right next to it. So I got to just be careful not to ground anything out. And then the way that I had this installed is I had it zip tied literally to the carpet. I cut a couple of holes in the carpet and had a zip tie running through for each of the legs on the charger. So it does have plenty of airflow under here. I mean, it's all pretty much wide open. The only thing I did incorrectly, which may have contributed to the charger failing, is I have it mounted flat, like horizontally. I'm going to read the manual on this real quick. But if I recall, I believe it wanted to be mounted vertically on a wall with the fan facing up. So, but I mean, it ran great for months. So we'll just see. I really have nowhere else to put it in my van, so it's got to go here regardless. But I did send a picture of my installation to Lead Time because they requested it, and they made no comment on anything that I was doing, so they just went ahead and sent me a new one. So all right, it says right here, product could be standalone or wall mounted, both horizontally and vertically. Horizontal mounting is preferred for optimum cooling. So I think I'm good how I did it. You know, standalone obviously means, you know, laying on something. So, and then it just says to make sure there's at least 2 inches around it, and etc. So well ventilated, keep it dry. All right, Theodore got the DC to DC installed down here. Everything's hooked up. I just need to secure it to the carpet, which is going to be pretty tricky. But what I need to do now is just hook the wire back up under here. So we've got our fuse right there, and then this is the wire. I actually just kind of secured it to the lid of the fuse holder with the zip tie that it came with. So I'm gonna have to cut that off and then get this in here and just hook it all back up. I've got a 50 amp Bojack brand fuse on this deal here. They are what kind of fuse? What are they called? They're mega fuses. So AMG. Yeah, so I just got to hook that up. It's just kind of tricky because there's this right here, and you just got to be real careful not to ground it out because it hooks right to the positive. I could unhook the battery, but I can do it without all of that. All right, there we go, all hooked up. All right, I tested my DC to DC charger and it works. Now I'm heading to the mailbox place. I'm gonna pick up my new microphones. They finally came in. So yesterday I went and met up with another YouTuber, a channel that I've been watching for a couple years now, and I really like his videos. And I think a lot of you guys might enjoy it too. So check out this interview I did with Rob from the channel Travels with Dottie. I'm here with Rob from the YouTube channel Travels with Dottie. I've been watching his channel for like a couple years now. He posts pretty much every day. And Rob, you're a full-time nomad?
I am. I have been. I've been retired full-time on the road. In the beginning of this month, it marked 4 years.
Nice, cool. How do you like it?
It's my perfect life.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like hyperbole, but it's so much better than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
It's my dream life.
Yeah. And you don't bounce around. You do winter here in Quartzsite,
right. Summers in Eagle Nest, New Mexico, which is at like 9,000 feet elevation.
It's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
I've driven through there once, and it's breathtaking.
And then the shoulder seasons, I have a place where I own an RV spot with a casita in Artesia, New Mexico.
That's
so
perfect.
3 months in the spring, 3 months in the fall, and then I split summer and winter here.
Nice.
I love it.
Yeah, it's a super affordable way to do it, and you're pretty much just always in perfect weather too, for the most part.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Chasing 70 degrees, that's what it's all about.
Yeah. And this down here, I don't know if she's in the frame, but Dottie is his dog.
Yep. Travels
with Dottie. And recently this year, I was telling Rob, several of my viewers, 30% of my viewers are 65 and older, and another almost 30% are 55 to 64. And Rob makes a lot of content about RV life over 60.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a lot of really good information on how to, like, basically, well,
Well, I'm 65. I'm about to turn 66. So I've gone through some things in the past few years that are really applicable to things like getting on Social Security, getting on Medicare, how to do that when you're on the road, things like that. And I had a hip replacement on the road last March, where I went down to Yuma. I drove down to Yuma, had my hip replaced, same afternoon. They drove me back up, and I recovered in this little trailer in La Posa South, because my doctor said, you can do that. You don't need to be in a rehab hospital or anything, and it worked beautifully. So I do a lot of content about retiring, and especially for people that just find, man, I can't retire because I'm not going to make enough money to live the way I am now. So my alternative was, I'm going to live in a way that I can afford it, so I can have abundance and wealth based on not how much money I have, based on how little money I spend.
Yeah, and you know, from a financial aspect, RV life is almost perfect for retirement.
It is.
If you're on a certain income, you're not working, you can live a pretty nice, comfortable life on very little money.
Right, and you know, you can spend a lot of money in RV life if you stay in RV resorts. You can spend $1,000, $1,500 a month.
Yeah.
I just don't do that.
Yeah.
You know, and I think I calculated my average, what I call my rent is my utilities and any fees that I pay to stay on a monthly basis. I stay in multiple places, but my average is somewhere around $225 a month. Rent an apartment anywhere.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
Not even
it's
close.
Not gonna happen.
Yeah, my last apartment was over $1,000 a month, and I was getting a deal on that because I worked for the company that owned it. So I mean, it's if you figure it out, do your lifestyle just the right way, you can live for very little money and have a better quality of life, really, than being stationary, I think.
My demographics, I think 55 and up is 94.5% of my audience. So.
Yeah. I just met Rob last week, and I feel like I've known him for years because I watch all of his videos, and he posts like almost every day for the most part.
Definitely every day. I do 2 videos a day, and one is always I find a news story that I consider to be positive news, kindness, that kind of thing. I do that, and then I do one long form video every day, and I do it because I just love doing it. I don't do a lot of editing, so it's like not a job for me. It's
great. I love your content, and yeah, back when I was working full time, I would go eat my lunch every day in my car at the park and watch Rob, because it was just I love your content, and I was thrilled to be able to meet you here in Quartzsite.
Well, I was thrilled to meet you too, because I love your content. Just the 1 and 2 hour videos of you putting together that beautiful rig that you have there. You just have such a talent for keeping the conversation going while you're doing stuff. You really have a talent for that, and I really admire it. It's good.
Thank you. So yeah, check out Travels with Dottie. I'll put his link, the link to his channel in the description, and I love watching his videos. I think you guys will too. So.
All right. Well, thanks for the interview.
Yep,
I appreciate it.
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah.
Like that. We are not charging you today.
That's okay.
No, it's all right. No charge today.
Why?
Because we had such a hard time finding it. I feel like
I'm totally. No, I think.
Take pictures of that time. I've had it for like 10 years and it never gets old.
It's great. That's weird. So yeah, it was really cool to meet Rob, Travels with Dottie. I love his videos. They're just, you know, he posts every day, and it's just part of my YouTube routine. And yeah, I think you guys would like his channel as well. It was real cool to meet him. It's cool to just meet people and see other YouTubers and stuff here in Quartzsite. I ran into Bob Wells yesterday at the gas station. I ran into him again at the mailbox place. You know, you kind of just, you see other nomads and people in the same community down here. It's kind of fun. I'm gonna head to the park and test out my new microphones now. All right, we have microphones. These are the tiniest little things ever. I gotta make sure I don't lose them or any of the little parts they came with. I'm just at the park. I just came here to test my microphones, basically. The dog park's right there. As soon as I pulled up, I ran into a subscriber, Kat. Hi, Kat. It's nice to meet you. So right now I'm just waiting on my license plate registration renewal stickers, which my mom forwarded to me in the mail like over a week ago. But other than that, I've pretty much handled all of my business since I got to Quartzsite. I really needed a mailbox, and since then I've gotten my DC to DC charger replaced. I placed a big Amazon order, got these microphones replaced. I got a new litter box, and just all kinds of stuff taken care of. I met Bob Wells, made a video with him. I've met subscribers, I've met other YouTubers, and I've actually been really enjoying Quartzsite. To have a town that's small enough and flat enough where you can bike the whole town and the weather's always good, it's like extremely convenient. I actually, Tuesday morning, I have a vet appointment for these two cats up in Lake Havasu. So tomorrow I'm leaving. I am heading up there. I will be back though, and I'm going to the RTR. I've actually been in Quartzsite now for 3 weeks, which is the longest I've stayed put since I hit the road, and I am definitely getting like itchy feet. I want to go travel and explore. Also, it's been like, and I've been told this is not normal for this time of year, but it is like way too warm. It's hitting like 80 every day, and last night it only got down to like 55. So I mean, I can't complain. It's, you know, I'm out of the bad weather, and this time of year anywhere else, especially in Nebraska where I'm from, it's miserable, but it's a little too warm, you know. I'm kind of ready for something else. Kind of want to get up in the forest and just use my wood stove and just, you know, travel around a little more and see some things. So after the RTR, I'm definitely taking off, but I've really enjoyed Quartzsite, and I'm probably coming back next year. It's been pretty fun, actually. For today, though, I'm going to head back to camp, and I got some firewood, and we're going to just hang out. And I actually have this little like pork roast thing, like a marinated tiny little pork roast that I'm going to throw in the crock pot, and we'll have some pulled pork sandwiches later. All right, I'm back at camp now, and outside of the van, I'm doing it out here on the table, plugged into my exterior outlet. I've got a like 1.5 pound barbecue seasoned pork roast, half of a sweet onion, a little butter, and some garlic. So I'm gonna let that go for like 4 hours, and it should be able to shred it apart, and then we'll have some pulled pork sandwiches later. Theodore melted. How did you do that? You are all tangled up. Alright, so how much cat footage is too much cat footage for one video? That's really what I'm trying to figure out here. All right, so I just assume everyone who watches my channel knows who this is, but if you don't, this is Brian, and his YouTube channel is Adventure Van Man. And I've been watching his channel for a few years now, and I found his channel because, as you can see, he has the exact same box fan that I have.
Doesn't look as nice, but
It's good. And you know what's remarkable about Brian, other than the fact that he's a super cool dude, is he's been doing this for a really long time, not only being a full-time nomad, but also as a YouTuber. You've been on the road for over a decade now, right?
yeah, it's hard to believe. 2015, I left my hometown and moved into the van, my first van, 2014, beginning of the year.
Nice.
So spent about a year and a half in my hometown, getting a feel for living in a van, and then found some seasonal work and hit the road and haven't looked back. I mean, I
Nice.
go back and see my family, but I've been full-time pursuing seasonal work and camping out in the desert in the winter and traveling in the summer and working mainly in the fall and spring. And it's been a great life.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you've been doing YouTube for a really long time, too.
Started 2000 and Christmas of 2014.
Wow.
I believe I posted my first video. I did this little short tour of my first Dodge van, and over the next few months started kind of getting into posting more and sharing what I was doing. So yeah, it's been a long, strange trip for sure.
Nice. So yeah, we met like about a month ago now,
Yep.
up in Flagstaff.
Yep.
And yeah, when Brian got here to Quartzsite, he invited me to come hang out with him. So we've been having a good time, and tonight we're gonna have some dinner and a fire, and yeah, Adventure Van Man. I'll put a link to his channel in the description, so check him out if you
Cool.
haven't already.
Right on.
You should know who this is, though.
Now it's been great to hang out, man. I started watching your videos kind of mid build, and yeah, just got the vibe that I kind of knew that we'd get along and had a lot in common, and it's been cool, man. It's just great to see you go from building that van and, you know, kind of the same scenario, doing what I did, you know, 11 years ago, where I had to make that decision, like,
Yeah,
okay, I gotta
it's
quit my job and make the call that I'm gonna give this a shot. And
a big step.
yeah,
It
yeah,
really is.
kind of just throwing caution to the wind, and that's how you got to do it.
Yep.
You know, you're either gonna like it or not, and it seems like so far you're digging it. So.
Yeah, I love it. No regrets.
Yeah.
So yeah, check
Right
out
on.
Brian's channel, and it's Adventure Van Man. I'll put a link down below.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Got another beautiful sunset here. It's cooling down nice. About to start the fire in a minute. Dave's grilling some corn on the cob to go with our weird pork sandwiches we're about to have. And you got some turkey burgers too for another day. And we got some firewood today too. Gonna burn my trash from all the mail I've been getting. All right, I brought the crock pot over here. It's pretty much done, you know. Pulled pork with onion, garlic. Dave's got the corn done. I got some sourdough here and some cheese. So I'm gonna toast mine on the coals here. And we're all gonna dig in and then light the fire. There we go. Oh, crock pot pork sandwich, some barbecue. And then we got some corn on the cob here. Looking good.
Got some char on it there, corn.
Brian got the fire lit. Sun just set. It's gonna be a good night. All right, it's the next day. Matty Van Halen said he was gonna stop by, but unfortunately we are all out of cat kibble, and that is unacceptable. So I am heading up to Lake Havasu. I'm gonna be there for a few days. Gonna get these cats to the vet. I'm gonna hit the Walmart, Safeway. Gonna make a video, of course, for you guys. There's gonna be a Christmas special on probably Wednesday, so look out for that. I hope you enjoyed this weird little video here. I'm just trying to make more content, you know, post more frequently for you guys. I am going to get back to traveling here in the next couple weeks, so there's going to be a lot of cool variety on my channel. So thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate you guys. I hope you're all doing well. Have a great week, and I'll see you in the next video.